You're thinking about making the move to Stow, Ohio? Well, today we are going to visit 3 different houses. One in the 200s, one in the 300s, and one in the 400s. All of them in close proximity to schools, to shopping, to restaurants, to trails, to nature, golf courses. It's a very common theme in Stow, Ohio is just that dense suburban feel, but you're very close to everything else. Right now, it may not be the most walkable. Like for example, here we are in a little area where we can get to some shopping, we can get to some restaurants, barbershops, things of that nature, with a hotel, with offices, but I do have to drive to it. We do have a busy road behind me. But let's take a deep dive into these homes, check out the different builds, the different architecture, the land, the different prices, and how they differ and what those neighborhoods look like. All right, stay tuned and stay to the end and tell me which one you like best. All right, here we go. If you're new to the channel and you want to learn everything there is about living in Cleveland, Ohio, make sure to hit the subscribe button, tap the notification button as well so that you can stay up to date and get the current videos as soon as we release them to learn whatever it is we might be covering that week. My name is Kip Sweeney with Living in Cleveland, powered by Mancuso Homes, and we talk to people every single day, just like yourself, looking for help to move or to find the right fit for them, whether that's in Cleveland or just outside of Cleveland, whether that's 9 months or 9 days. We're always happy to help and try to make that transition as smooth as possible. My contact information is in the description box below, so make sure to reach out, shoot us a text, email, call, whatever it may be, and we'll be happy to help you. But for now, we're gonna focus on Stow, Ohio, all right? So let's jump in. Alrighty guys, we are at our first stop in Stow, Ohio. So this is gonna be, this home that we're kind of on right now is priced at $269,900. It's a 5-bed, 2-bath home. It's built in 1974 and it's sitting at 1,879 square feet with about $144 per square foot. It's updated on the inside, you got updated floors, updated kitchen. The baths are a little untouched. That's where I'd say it's slacking. And then pretty much most of it is updated with newer carpeting and everything of that sort. So it's got what it needs to be move-in ready. It's got the space. Neighborhood is quiet, which is very nice. And you do have some homes that are being touched up, redone, repainted, and or just updated in general, which is great. That's something that you like to see in neighborhoods just because you know that people are putting the effort and the time into their homes and they care for them. So that's always a good thing. You even have that little guy over there. I haven't seen one of those in action yet, but it's actually really cool. It's actually doing a pretty good job mowing the lawn, which is great. So it is something that you're gonna be able to find a lot of things in this location. It's pretty nicely located in Stow, where you're gonna be able to get to the freeway quickly, and you're gonna be able to do anything that you need to do, shopping, any type of shopping really, food, restaurants, all that stuff nearby. But what I want to show you is that you do have some condo living or some townhouses right next door. So it is some stuff split, you know, so you're gonna have the single family homes, and then as I'm walking down the street, you're gonna come up to some townhouses. Nothing bad at all. I just want to show you kind of the neighborhood and how it's used, and I'm gonna drive you around it too, so you'll see this, but you can kind of get a feel of what it's like. It's very quiet still nonetheless, and over there's also some land where you're gonna be able to explore. You can kind of take, I don't know if you have any animals or pets, you'll be able to take them there. It's almost like a mini park, which is something that Stow has plenty of, so you're never gonna find a spot where you're not gonna be able to take anywhere, or find a spot where you're gonna be able to go in nature and explore in any way possible. It's not really lined with too many streets, too many trees. Pretty open, pretty sunny area. It feels nice, it's quiet. And again, like I was saying, you just have the streets paved here, and you have a lot of people that are working on the homes, painting, updating, doing the things to make it theirs, to make it feel like home, which is really great and unique. And it's fall right now, so there are some people getting ready for Halloween, decorating. It's always fun to see those decorations out and about. But this is the first one. We're gonna make it to the next one in a jiffy. Alrighty guys, we are coming up onto our second one. Here it is priced at $389, and it is a 4-bed, 4-bath home. It is built in 1984. It's 2,573 square feet, and it puts it about $141 per square foot. It is open concept. It's nice on the inside, with some things still needing updating, right? So it's got the bones. It is a split level, so similar to the first stop that we made. It is that kind of that architecture time, that period, but it has the bones, the open concept, the space, the wide hallways, the spacious bathrooms with 2 sinks, dual vanities, and it gives you the opportunity to really come in and do your own thing with this in a neighborhood that is nice and quiet once again. Now we are lined up against the freeway, but not too loud, right? I didn't hear too much. It's not too bad. So it isn't a very busy area. I haven't been, bombarded by cars. I haven't been seeing too many people. And you do see nicely taken care of lawn. You have this very fun house here getting ready for the holidays. You have a nice stone driveway here. You have very intimate homes, I should say. These people really do care for their homes. They love what they're doing. You can tell that they take care of it, and they love this area. They love being here and living here, which is great. This home in particular, as well, just to give you a little bit more insight, it is now a little bit, with the bones, I said it is brick, which is an added feature, but it is a little outdated on the inside, which can be tough to gauge the price, of course, because it does need some of that work being done. I will give you a little insight. That brick home over there, it's pending, so that's why we're not talking about it, went for, it's pending right now for $309, right? So, there you do have a 2-story home. You do have kind of a more updated inside. It's a newer home as well, but it does back up against the freeway. Whereas this one has a bit of a yard, and it's a little bit more spacious, and it also has a basement, but it is unfinished. So those are just things to consider, those, different things to take in, but the neighborhood is quiet. You have very nice streets. You have a lot of lawn just taken care of, and you'll see that as we go through the neighborhood. But I just want you to know, to get that feel, you do have that downside over there. I don't know how much you're going to be able to hear. I don't really know, but it's definitely a little louder than the other neighborhoods. So the first one and the last one, because in those two, I felt like I needed to whisper, so I didn't disrupt anyone, I should say. I don't know. Maybe there's some kids napping. Who knows what's going on? But here it is a little louder, as I feel like I could just kind of speak a little normally, right? But let's take a drive around the neighborhood, take a look at it, and again, just know these are going to be a little bit older, more split level, but you're going to see some different architecture throughout, which is nice. So it's not like the last one where we had more of that development that you would think of where, and I just gave away. So I did film the last one before this one. That's why I'm referring to it. But you're not going to have built development just like where you're going to be picking out the minimums, but yet the architecture is going to be the same. And by minimums, I'm talking about the siding, the color. Sometimes you get to choose your structure, like the build, the actual build, 2-3 car garage, and so on. But you're not gonna, really differentiate your house very much from the others like you do in these neighborhoods where these houses do have different architecture, different feels, and just a different view, different look. You can just tell from this house versus this house versus the house over there on the corner, right? But we're gonna take a look. Let's drive through here, and you're gonna be able to see for yourself. All right, here we go. Alrighty guys, we are at the next one. So this one is $485. It is a 3.5. It is 2,588 square feet. So it puts it about $187 per square foot. And it was built in 2017. So it is a newer home. It's open concept. It has everything you would think of. So it's still updated. It's current. It's got a beautiful porch on the outside. And it's very private in the backyard, making it a very, very nice home, very quiet neighborhood. As you can kind of see, everything is very similar here in the neighborhood, right? We have all kind of, it's more of a development that you would think of where the houses do look similar with similar tweaks here and there. It's something that is very nice to have. You have a very clean neighborhood with minimal trees. It's very private, very comfortable, and you have some beautiful homes. You have your spacious area. It's not the biggest development, so you're not going to be dealing with too many cars or anything of that nature, and you're going to have your space. You're going to have the ability to have your comfort, your private life, but be able to get to wherever you need to get very easily, very quickly, whether that is shopping or anything of that nature. But you see this architecture is all very the same, but it's also a different neighborhood. So the one that we were just previously at about 2 ago, those were all a lot of split level homes. And you'll see that a lot of times in the older neighborhoods. But here you've got a lot of the new builds. You've got the updated amenities. You don't have necessarily the pool or anything of that. You don't have that. You don't have the playground here, but you have everything else that you might want. So it's very comfortable for anyone that just wants to kind of be isolated and be on their own. Not necessarily isolated from the world or anything, because it's not like country or anything, but like where you're comfortable. You're gonna know you can rollerblade in the street. You can go outside and play tag, and you don't have to worry about those things if you have children, of course. But also not to have to worry about too much traffic coming through, and to know that you're gonna pretty much have a very nice, clean cut neighborhood. All the grass is cut. It's all very well taken care of, and it's very open, very bright, and very nice in the area, as you'll see when we drive through it. So here we go.